Now, who captivated an audience since she began singing in church at the age of 4 years old. Imagine, 4 years old. Wow. Now, she's a passionate singer and songwriter. She also released a debut single in 2022, exploring the theme of inadequate love, and resonates deeply with listeners. Recently, she teamed up with a couple of people for her latest track that we're going to be speaking about on the show, which aims to celebrate the enduring love of newlyweds. Sabina, how are you? I am good. Thank you very much for taking our call this morning.
The pleasure is all mine. Thank you so much for having me.
So where in Pretoria are you from exactly?
Oh, I am deeply rooted in Pretoria. I think I was born in Acadia.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, and then I grew up in Pretoria. And I went to school in CBD, and yeah, so basically I am from Pretoria.
Yeah, no. When you are a national Pretorian. There's no way you can leave.
So let's speak about your journey. When did you begin making music?
Well, okay, so I wrote my first song when I was 11.
11?
Yes, 11. And it was a weird thing, This is why I believe that music is it just comes to So I remember when I wrote my first song, I was just walking, pacing around the country and stuff, and then suddenly.
Okay, let's try get Sabina properly, and we'll be back with the conversation. We're still trying to find out more about Sabina.
Sabina, can you just hold? The line is quite terrible. Some listeners can't hear you, and we'll come back to you now in about a sec, eh?
Christmas time across the globe. Let's celebrate with PheliFM 95.0. All day, every day.
PheliFM 95.0.
Christmas in Atteridgeville, a time for family and friends. With PheliFM, the joy never ends.
PheliFM 95.0.
Sabina, can you hear us properly now?
Yes, I can.
Oh, this is
much better. So you were saying you are deeply rooted Pretoria. You're still telling us about your Pretoria story.
Yes. So I was saying that I wrote my first song when I was 11. And I remember I was excited. I went to school the next day and I told my friends, I'm like, guys, I wrote a song. So then I sang it for them, right? And then people were like, oh wow, that's dope. And then I remember one person said, that sucks.
Oh wow.
And I was like, ooh, yeah, no, it was a little bit cold. But then again, it was honest. One thing I love about Pretoria, people will tell you the truth.
Of course, the honest truth.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna lie, it did suck, but then again, I was 11. So I think from there, I tried my best to improve my craft and grow and just make sure I write better songs. So in terms of how I actually started professionally, I think I only started doing it professionally in 2021. That's when I started working on my EPs and my singles and everything, just reconnecting with everyone I knew in music that we used to vibe with back in high school. Yeah.
So for the benefit of listeners who don't know what type of music you do, can you maybe just take us through what is your tune? What type of music do you do? Just for the listeners out there to understand your type of genre.
Yes. Okay. So I think if someone could describe Sabina, I'm one person, or deep. You know how I'm deep?
Okay.
It's me. I'm deep in everything, how I approach life. So even with my music is soulful. So right now, if I can sum it up into a genre, I would say I do R&B, piano. So I do R&B piano. So the main focus, I want my songs to have a message to them. You know, you must not only dance, but you must feel, something. So so in my music, I try to invoke emotions, or just like, I feel like music is a safe space. We are only ever safe with our feelings when we listen to music.
True. Very true.
This is why I strive to like just make sure that the song resonates to the person that's listening to it.
So I want us to get to this, right? Before we get deeper into the conversation, you said someone told you that your song sucks. I know there's a lot of young people out there that just get demotivated and demoralized if a person was to tell them that, yo, this thing of yours, this one sucks, So I want you to take them through how did that affect you, and how did you block it out, or just like, get over it? Because if a person tells you that what you're doing is actually it's not the one, going to do it again. There's some artists that would never actually even attempt on going to the mic because someone said they are not good. So I want you to just take us through that. After a person says that, how do you deal with that, and how do you take it moving forward?
Yeah, you see, the thing is, I feel like the music in itself that's inside me is bigger than anybody else's opinion or what they think about it. So one thing we have to realize is that you're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. You know, not everyone is going to like your song. Everyone has an audience, and I think when I heard that, then they told me the music sucked. I mean, I remember till this day. It wasn't a good feeling, I'm not gonna lie, but it didn't knock my confidence because of the fact that, it was my first song. I think the main thing is you shouldn't be hard on yourself. Not every song you release is going to be a hit, and not everything you write is going to be good. I feel like you should be able to take constructive criticism, but also be able to distinguish if it's constructive criticism, or if it's just a hater, So with that one, I knew that, okay, there is a possibility, there's some truth to it. So I went back and I reflected, and I was like, okay, with this song, I think what I strive for now is, if my song plays, we should be able to play like a well-known musician song after my song, and it sounds okay. So that's how you measure, okay, the quality of the work that you're bringing out. So I think because of that, I take criticism very well, but then again, I measure who it's coming from, and if it is going to help me, or if it's meant to destroy me.
Okay. Have you done any cover songs of, I heard you saying something like you need to sing something famous. Have you done any cover songs, and what are your favorites, if there is any?
I think I used to do cover songs as a teenager a lot, because of the fact that I wasn't really strong in the type of music or the kind of artist that I am. So I think right now, the main thing I disliked though about doing covers was the fact that I'm a very unique artist, and my vocal range it matches Sabina. So when doing covers and everything, there's some parts where you're trying to sing a song, right? You're trying to make it sound, for lack of better words, you're trying to make it sound nice, but also trying to outmatch the artist that made it, you know?
Sure.
And then I feel like it takes away from who you are as an artist. I believe I am unique, from how I look, how I dress, how I speak, my experience, everything. So I've realized that I shine better when I stick to Sabina's music, how Sabina sings and everything. Not saying that I wouldn't do a cover, I would, but I prefer my own music because of the fact that my music, it's easier for me. I flow better and I shine better. When I sing another person's song, I feel like I'm just coming into like it comes from a competitive space or trying to outdo, and not from a pure space of me just sharing the music.
So now let's go to 2022. You drop a song titled One Sided in July of that year. So take us through that single. How did that come about, and the efforts behind making that song?
Yeah, so funny story. So I wrote that song. There's a studio, because at that time I hadn't been doing music for a long time after high school. So what happened was, I think it just dawned on me that flip, if I don't do this music thing, I'm never gonna do it. I'm probably gonna die and no one's gonna know who Sabina Masanabo is. So, and so I have a day job right now. At that time, I was at work when I found the beat on a website from one of the studios in what's the place again? It's next to Mamelodi. Yeah, so somewhere there. It's not Waterkloof, but somewhere between there. I forgot. It's next to the Grove Mall. So I found a studio there online. I think it was just, after COVID, but we're still in lockdown restrictions and everything. So then I was like, okay, I'm going to start there. I'm going to get a beat. I'm going to get a studio, and then I'm going to record. At least release something, just something. I can't say I'm an artist, yet I do not have any songs out there, So I remember I listened to the beat, I think 3 times or 4 times. And then it's only while I was working that something just came to me. Like a little, I had an epiphany, and it was like, and I was like,
there we go.
That's the one.
That's the one. Right there.
So what I did was I clocked out, I went to the bathroom, and then I just started writing. And I think when I got home, on my way home, I finished the song. And when I got home, I called the studio. I was like, let's book a session for Saturday. I am coming. We are recording this song. So I think just that week, because I think from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, that whole week, I was just rehearsing it, making sure it's perfect, just envisioning what I want in the song. And then on Saturday, I recorded it, and then I started planning for the release and everything. And at that time, I was working alone. I didn't know anyone, It was quite a scary experience, but I'm glad that opened up the door and put me out there to a point where at least now I know people. I know how to navigate, There's still more people I could meet, but I just like that from the fear that I had in how am I going to do the music, I don't know anyone, to where I am now, where I have people in my corner that I can call for like different things that can help me with different things. So I just like that just taking that step, was just, it was the best decision I had made for myself, because I feel like if you don't start something, you're never going to know what it's going to be. So, yeah.
Right. Now let's just get to how do we find the music. Let's just plug people to say, how do we find Sabina's music, for in case some people are interested in like, hey, I'm loving what I'm hearing. I just want to hear what is this girl up to. How do you find your music?
Okay, so my music is available on all streaming platforms, YouTube Music, Apple Music, Spotify. So the best place if you want to like just find your avenue is to maybe follow me on social media, because I do share my links on my bio. So I am underscore Sabina ZA. I'm underscore Sabina ZA on all platforms, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. So they can basically find me there and connect with my music there.
And now I want us to speak about. So you mentioned you started working on EPs and stuff. Are those out yet?
Yes, weirdly enough. So after One Sided, I started reaching back to some of my old friends that used to be in music, and I connected with DJ Loco at that time. Because I think when I was somewhere in high school, because of the fact that obviously in high school you have a curfew and all of that, I had played around the idea of us working together. So, but it never came to be. So the first thing I did was track him down, and then I finally found him. And then DJ Loco is based in Sosha. So then I would take days off after One Sided was released to go to Sosha so we can actually record an EP. And so the EP, two years later, it is out. It's a deep house EP, and it's quite the experience. So the EP basically highlights how sometimes in life you find yourself trapped in depression, worry, anxiety. It's just the emotions of just being in a bad place, and then finally seeing the light. So the EP Trapped in a Closet, that's how it came about and everything. So that one was lovely. And then in terms of this year, then I also, like, I was lucky enough to be acquainted with Komotso Galfood and Dalpro, and we also worked on an EP which will be out next year after my upcoming single Feeling Alive, which will be released early next year.
So I want us in us wrapping the conversation right this morning. So I want us to now get into the latest song, the latest drop that you have right now.
Yes. Let You Down. So Let You Down it's quite a deep song. I feel like if I'm a person that if I love deeply, and if you in my circle, be it in romantic relationships or my friendships and everything, if you're my peoples, you are my peoples, So that song basically came from a point of gratitude, like for everyone that had been there for me, in times where I didn't even think I could make it through, So that's just the song in itself, is just to thank them for being there for me and for carrying me through everything, and just to let them know that I will not let them down.
Sure. Wonderful one. Now let's just wrap it up. We're going to play the track soon enough. And you speak about people that you don't want to disappoint. Who was the support structure that you had? I've heard your DJs and the people that you've worked with. From your family background, do you have people that you want to say, hey, props to family members that were there for you throughout your journey?
Yes. Okay, I think first and foremost, shout out to my moms. My moms is like my biggest supporter, as much, she goes above and beyond for me, and in supporting me in making this music thing a reality. So first and foremost, I thank her. And then my little sister, she's my ride or die. Like before every show, she's also an artist. Her name is Rose. With before every single show, before I have any interview, like everything, she will hype me up. She will help me with my makeup. She'll get me dressed. She'll get me relaxed, and she will remind me who I am. And you need that. You need someone to remind you of who you are and what you're capable of, especially when you're doubting yourself. So shout out to her. I feel like I couldn't do this life thing without her. She's like my twin sister. Like we're not twins, but she's like my twin sister because she's always there for me. And then so that's on the family side. And then on the musical journey, wow, I could thank a whole lot of people, because I couldn't be where I am without the people that just like, that I've worked with, that have, through little things. There's people that I've worked with, our songs are not released yet, but just the experience of being in the studio with them has shaped me into being a better artist through their criticism, through their words of encouragement, things like that. They're the things that actually made me who I am today, and I believe that I am yet to grow because of the people that are within my circle and the people that I'm yet to meet.
Thank you very much for joining us this morning. We hope and wish you all the luck. We're about to play the song Yahaho Barage Let You Down. And congratulations on the drop. Until next time, when you drop that EP, hopefully you come back to the show.
Definitely, most definitely, I will be there and I will tell you all about it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Sabina.
It is Sabina Masanabo, who's actually 27 years old, from Pretoria. She's making dope music, and we're about to play you a song of hers that she recently released, and it's titled Let You Down. PheliFM is where you at. Thank you very much for joining us. This is The Glorious Breakfast. Good morning. Sabina, this one is titled The Let You Down, and it's a beautiful record that's playing live on PheliFM 95.0. This is the Glorious Breakfast. We're making sure that we're giving you nothing but feel good music this side. And we are on our Community Pulse Hour, whereby we generally just have conversations about things that bother us in our communities. And one thing that is always at the top of it is drugs.
Yeah, man. That is disturbing across